I'm consuming 80 megawatts and producing what? 69? Nice. Okay, good day everyone. This is Jason914. I'm back with another episode of Cities Skylines. So last time we implemented a policy that was a bit controversial because it pretty much sank my economy to hemorrhage money every turn. And I was thinking about really just going back to regular because it's a bit annoying that I'm trying to bounce back in terms of my budget, but it's pretty much preventing me from doing that. You have to be careful next time, I guess, when you're trying to implement changes because this is what you mean, budget allocation. It's very important. So my goal for this episode would be first to stabilize my economy, make sure this is starting to be green again, and once that happens, I'm gonna finally invest heavily into my forestry industry. I've been wanting to do it since the last episode, but yeah, the financial restraints were a little bit annoying, so I wasn't able to invest on that. I think I will adjust my policy a little bit. I think I will do it in such a way that, okay, it's not going to be citywide anymore. It's just going to be exclusive to the residential area like so. Would that help? Power usage here. Okay, I think we're finally getting somewhere because I'm starting to see green again, which is great. So will I finally be able to invest in Daffodil Complex? One of the things that I could do now, I think with the 22,000 and with I'm gaining some money, would be to put in the main building for forestry. I'm gonna put it on this side for the reason that the forests lie here. Okay, I don't want to block that. So I'm gonna put the forest main building here. Okay, so I finally have a forestry industry going. I'm gonna make sure that my place is well connected to the power line. So I'm gonna put this. So the next thing I have to do, now that I have a forestry thing going there, would be to invest on the other stuff. Okay, so once I get the 4,000, I'm gonna put 3 plantations down this area here, just so that we're beginning to develop something. And then once I do the 3 plantations, I'm gonna put a sawmill just to process that into the next goods. And then unique factories, in terms of unique factories, I think I'm gonna put it here. So this is my forestry industry. This is the main industrial park. I'm planning this to be where everything is assembled because it has really good highway connection, really good connection to the city. You need to have your unique factories in one place. That will allow everything to converge into that point. So that your goods won't be stuck in traffic. It'll be much easier to produce factory goods that you can sell for a good amount of profit. And the other thing about this area that I like is there's a forest here which I can develop. There's, I think, some agricultural land here, and this area here I think grants me access to the port, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, my crime rate is pretty high here, but could I raise the budget? I think I can put down the plantation now. I'm gonna put it down here, 4,800 units per week. Sign me up. It pretty much took a lot of my workforce, which is great as well. My residential demand is growing in, so I'm gonna put some more residential plots down here. I need to get some more jobs, I think, for my people. So I'm gonna just put in a row of industrial zones here. I think the idea is I'm gonna make this area here also industrial. So this joint over here, industry and industry alone. Garbage. We're gonna collect garbage at night so that you're not clogging up the roads at daytime. I think in real life that's how it is anyway, wherein you have garbage trucks that come by in the morning just so that they will not interfere with the traffic. But in our area, the garbage guy sometimes collects at around 5 to 6 a.m. And the problem is a lot of people go to school at around that time, so it adds to the traffic, especially how tight the roads are in Pasig City. So I think if it's unlikely that they will be watching this, pero sana naman pag nagko-kolekta kayo ng basura, sana naman mas maaga ng konti kasi medyo nakakasagabal sa traffic kapag mga 5 to 6 a.m. lalo na yung mga pumupuntang eskwela sa ganong oras. Okay, so I finally have some more. I'll put another one, 4,800 units, the maximum possible. So at least I have 2 now, 2 really good logging areas by which I could get some forestry going. This one is driving me crazy, but I think the reason why I made it bend is so that it's not too close to the roundabout. If it's too close to the roundabout, you're basically canceling out the benefit of the roundabout not having any traffic lights. So how's my industry going? So this is responsible logging at least, huh? So if you're gonna do forest, at least make it sustainable. Whatever you cut, you plant it back up. Okay, so my houses here are developed. It looks like a proper Google Maps thing, I have to say. And then here is my other regular industry. I think I'm gonna expand this a little bit more. So I'm gonna put the road network. I'm gonna first build the one on the side because this is the one that's awkward to make. Okay, and then once I have that, I'm gonna expand this road. I'm gonna do that, and then join up like that. Okay, awkward, but I think eventually it will. When I complete that, it will be much better. I think eventually, when I do get the budget, I'm gonna put this area's own fire station and whatnot. And eventually, I'm gonna put the smoke detector distribution in this area because it will be very helpful in preventing a lot of the fires. But for now, I'm gonna put some more residential plots. So how's my industry area? Yeah, I'm starting to output good amount of money. That's $160 for an upkeep of 136. Not bad. I'm in a much healthier situation, at least compared to my last video, because in the last video I really was suffocated by the expenses. I couldn't invest too much on what I wanted to invest, but now at least I'm turning in profits. I'm expanding slowly but surely, and I'm going to put in another one of these just so I am maximizing this area here. I could probably zone this as residential as well. I'll reserve this for the school, and I'll reserve this for a park. Okay, I think I need to start planning out my new residential areas because I'm starting to run out of space again. This one here is unutilized actually, which is something I need to fix. I need to put houses more than anything at the moment, so I'm gonna have to sacrifice my initial plans for certain places. I'm gonna put some commercial here. Is there pollution in this area? There's noise, definitely. But how about, yeah, that's my worry here because the landfill is here. It might be a bit too close for comfort when I put houses in this row. But I think I'm gonna start putting down houses in this area. But one thing I can do, by the way, would be if I'm gonna expand out this area, I'm gonna have to plant some trees. Okay, so what's the biggest tree I can do? Yeah, this seems to be big. I'm just gonna plant and line the highway with some really nice trees. And I think what this does is it provides a nice natural sound barrier and makes sure that even if there are cars passing in the area, they won't affect the residents as much. I think the benefit of something like that would be that it will allow me to then expand out my residential a little bit more into this zone over here. Traffic is still pretty good. This is the benefit of the roundabout system because, as I said, my plan for the city would have been just a really nice run from the highway, making sure that you can have an uninterrupted view, and we have 2 highway connections in the city, so more than enough for a town like this. Okay, it's daytime. I finally can see things again. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. I'm starting to go back to my old profit margin, so finally this policy here that annoyed me, I think I'm finally starting to see some benefits because finally my city is able to cope with the financial demands of such a policy. But what are the other improvements that I could do in my town? I'm wondering. I definitely need to expand my educational system, so I'm gonna do that. Para naman, may konting educated voters tayo sa susunod na eleksyon. I'm gonna zone this area as pretty much an industrial section. A district. I think we're starting to turn in a good profit now. I wonder, will I be able to maintain a citywide power usage thing? Let's see. Will my coffers be able to handle that?
5 minutes later.
It did cost us money, but I think my city can more than handle taking in this kind of demand for it. In terms of loans, I still have 980. Just 980? Could I pay that now? If I pay this now? Yes. Yeah, I could pay that now and basically just make sure that I don't have any more loans that I need to take in. I think I've hit my quota for this episode. So for the next episode, my priority would be to expand. I'll probably expand down in the south or here in the center. So I hope you liked this episode. Last episode was pretty tough for Pasig City because we were in financial trouble, but we managed to steady the ship in this episode, and at the very least we're starting to turn in good profits and enacting really smart, sustainable policies for the town. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. So stay safe, take all the necessary precautions, stay at home.